This is the Plain English Real Estate Show with your host, Rowena Patton, a show that focuses on the real estate market in terms you can easily understand. Call Rowena now. The number is 240-9962 or 1-800-570-9962. Now here's the English girl in the mountains, the agent that I would trust, Rowena Patton.
Good morning and welcome to the show. This is Rowena Patton on the Real Estate News Radio Show. Patrick, we're on YouTube today.
YouTube?
Yeah, I wish I could flip it round and...
We're getting
you
technical.
Come and look in the camera. So if you go on Real Estate News Radio on YouTube, you can see us.
Hey, everybody.
Woo-hoo.
That's awesome.
So you're actually live on YouTube right now. Oh my, I hope you got your makeup on, Patrick.
I didn't bring my makeup kit today.
Yeah, really? Oh my gosh.
It is Halloween time.
It is Halloween time. Ooh, does that mean the trivia is going to be Halloween-based?
Ooh, spooky.
Spooky! Randy, can you give us a spooky?
A spooky.
Yeah, I knew it.
Spooky.
I knew it. Randy, the voice of God, strikes again. Oh my gosh. Patrick, how's your week been?
It's been great. It's been great. We've had a fantastic week over at All Star Powerhouse.
Writing another contract.
I am, yep. And it's a big one.
Oh, you're writing another one. And you wrote another one last week. So everybody who thinks there isn't anything out there to purchase, not true, correct?
That's right.
Yeah. No, we've got contracts going on. And if you are selling, weird times right now. A lot of procrastination going on. Oh, I think the market will be better next year. Saturday morning, let's tell some hard truths.
Yeah. I had a fellow yesterday say he was waiting.
Oh, yeah. To buy, you mean?
Yeah, and I wanted to say, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
It's a perfect opportunity.
We might have that song somewhere, Randy, don't you think? What are you waiting for?
I'll look that up.
Yeah, something tells me that's a song. Just saying.
Episode 615, what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting? It's definitely a song. Why don't you give us some trivia, Patrick, while we're talking about questions and songs and things?
Oh, goodness.
Got to make my hairs all scruffy. I look like I've been pulled through a bush backwards or something.
Well, my trivia questions today fell in the crack of my seat. So
the crack of your seat?
my crack of my seat.
Like a dry old French fry, you mean, in the car?
Yeah, dry old French fry.
Oh.
I did run into someone that was a winner of a $25 gift certificate.
Oh,
and
I
he
love that.
was so excited to hear.
He'd invite you to lunch?
We did go to lunch. We went to Billy Taco.
Oh, I love Billy Taco.
It was my first time.
Well, you were a Billy Taco virgin.
I am. Sausage, egg, and cheese.
Well, and Billy Taco, of course, he's a Capricorn, right? He's a Billy Goat, and I'm a Capricorn. And I used to live around the corner from Billy Taco. I love that place, and I don't like tacos.
I love his story.
You love history?
His story.
Oh,
His story.
His story.
You're good, man.
Wow. Tell us more.
His
Well,
story.
From what I understand,
History?
he came to the country and started a taco stand,
Pretty cool.
and then it turned into Billy Taco.
And it's fun. There's goat stamps all over the place. So for you Capricorns out there, go Capricorns!
That's
Right?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's hilarious. Yeah, the sausage, egg, and cheese taco is what I suggest. It had a name. I can't
So it's a
remember
breakfast taco.
it. Breakfast taco was delicious, but they have chicken and beef.
Chicken and beef. What about goat?
Goat.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm a Capricorn. You can't say that. I can't even eat goat cheese. Come on already. So what's your trivia today, Patrick?
I'm looking for my trivia.
You would just
It fell in the crack.
fill in time. He's just filling time while Patrick is looking for the trivia.
Oh, that's an old French fry.
Oh, my
not
gosh.
That one, no.
Meanwhile, go take a look at our listings. I know a lot of our sellers listen to the show, so a lot of you are listening to the show, and what I often hear, I hope a whole bunch of people listening to the show, not just sellers, but we can't say just sellers because that's like going to a restaurant where they say, "Is it just you?"
Oh, yeah.
Just the two of you? Yeah, we're losers. We don't have any friends. Is it just you? Yeah, no one likes me. I'm out on my own. Every time you go to... So please, if you serve in a restaurant, just take just out.
Yes.
It's a limiter. It's like Is it just you little peon? I'll put you in the corner in the dark somewhere. Just the two of you? What? You don't have any friends?
We're on a 2-hour wait.
Don't say that. Just think. Oh, by the way, Randy, do you have the bleeper activated today? Oh, good. Yeah, Patrick, we can say anything we want. Randy, our wonderful producer, Randy Houston, his bleeper was broken last week, and we got into all kinds of trouble. The bleeper is the 3-second delay where he can press it and
I'm really not sure if it's working or not, but I'm just going to say it is.
Oh.
To keep you...
What were those 7 words you can't say on radio, Randy? He has to tell us when it's off air. It's always very embarrassing. Beep, 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 beep. So here Patrick goes with his trivia. He's a fast mover this morning.
All right. So I'm not very fast this morning. I'm trying to find some Asheville trivia. And so I've run into one that was kind of funny I didn't know about. But what did Asheville used to be called before it was called Asheville?
Yeah, it's a fun one. Is it A?
Oh, yeah.
Vegas? Is it B?
Tryon. C. Morristown. Or D. Real big pants.
Well, big pants. So we've started this trend on our trivia where we give silly answers because we like to have fun on a Saturday morning. So Randy, what's your answer? E, and I'll do the F. I'll do Nancy Shortleg.
Oh, goodness.
My answer is Mount Pisgah.
Mount Pisgah, okay.
Yeah, so we're calling in.
So 828-240-9962. Patrick, why don't you shoot out that question again?
What was the town of Asheville, North Carolina, previously called before it was Asheville? Yeah.
Was it A, Vegas, B, Tryon, C, Morristown, D, Will Big Pant, E, Nancy Shortleg, or F, Mount Pisgah? What did Asheville used to be called? And yes, we're having fun, guys. Sue us. We're in real estate and we're having fun.
Can't do it.
That's how it's supposed to be. Why not?
It's against the rules in everybody's mind. We can't have fun.
Work with a company you feel good about. How can you feel good about working with an all-star powerhouse, Patrick? What do we do that makes our clients feel good, even if they're not in those categories? As you can tell, we haven't practiced this, and I'm hoping Patrick's going to go, well...
Well, we let you cuss.
We do let you cuss, but what about that great program we have that helps people, that if you work with us, even if you're not in one of these categories, you're benefiting all of those people, and we've given back over $800,000. I need to retally it because we intend to get to $1 million given back as quickly as possible.
Homes for Heroes.
Homes for Heroes. So if you work with All-Star Powerhouse, did I say if? When you work with All-Star Powerhouse, you can feel good about yourself because we give back. And my team's amazing. They've given back over $800,000. We're a little team, by the way. We're not a big national box real estate company with thousands of agents. We're a small boutique. We have all that big box knowledge because I started out in a big box for 12 years and gained all that knowledge and worked nationally and internationally. And now we're a boutique where people are highly trained. You go into boot camp when you go in All-Star Powerhouse, right, Patrick?
That's right.
You want to talk about boot camp?
Well, boot camp. We've got structured programs to start you from before you've got a license, if you've got a license, different stages to learn our programs. And eventually you're out in the field. And we've got pay as you go as well. So earn as you learn is kind of what Roe calls it.
Well, pay as you go would mean you'd have to pay us to come and work there. So earn as you learn, as you actually earn money while you work for the company. And this is great for people who are in real estate school. It's also great for people who want to transition from another firm. So it means that you're not going to get rich on it. It's $2,500 a month if you don't have a license. It's $3,000 if you do have a license. But it gives you something because as a real estate licensed person relying on commissions, those first 90 days can be kind of tough because when you work with somebody, it takes you a while to get going, obviously. That's perfectly natural, right? And let's say even if you put in a contract in a week, which, let's face it, is not very likely, you've got to go out with people, meet them, find out what they want, run around the mountains. Let's say if you get a contract in a week, you're still 6 weeks out from a check, and that would be pretty fast. So, it's a way of segueing into real estate, because there are so many people out there who say, I think I'd like to try my hand in that. It isn't for part-timers. We're not that firm. We don't have part-timers. It's people who are fully focused on real estate. However, this does help you transition in and learn how to talk to people in a different way, how to give back in a different way. We have a lot of training because we have programs such as Homes for Heroes, where we don't want people coming into our business who don't know about Homes for Heroes, and we want you to be able to talk about it at a very high level. Otherwise, you'd be on the phone going, hey, I see you signed up on our website. Like, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm in the Navy. Oh, okay, I think we have some kind of program for that. We need to really know it inside and out. And we've got 12 other programs based on the best-selling book, Find Your Unique Value Proposition.
Love it or leave it.
Love it or leave it. There's another one. What's that, Patrick?
Oh, what a
Putting
great...
Patrick on the spot.
Uh-oh, he's
Let's
on the
see
spot.
if he went through boot camp.
Well, up to, 10 years?
Yes.
You get a percentage back if you want to sell the home. But for the first 6 months, we'll give you a full commission back.
Yeah, we will sell it for free.
That's right.
And all of these, they're not gimmicks. These programs came about when I was first in real estate, and quite frankly, things kept going wrong. Life things. Funny about that, isn't it? Life things just go wrong. I mean, it's who teaches us this in school? No one. It's all meant to be perfect.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have our white knight come along, and you guys are meant to, meet your princess or something? What are you meant to meet?
Yeah.
Disney princess. You're meant to meet a Disney princess.
Or a frog or something.
A frog?
No, I'm
That's
the
us.
frog.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
That's us. We're meant to meet the frog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then we're supposed to kiss a lot of frogs, and then apparently,
Prince Charming.
yeah, one of you goes bing and turns into Prince Charming.
Or a pumpkin.
Nobody tells you when you're a kid
Nobody tells you.
that, unless you got like grumpy old parents, and who wants to say, "Oh, I'm telling you, it ain't always going to be as easy as this. You
just
better learn
wait.
to.
You just wait.
You just wait. you." You think you want to demand all this money for cutting the lawn, and here we are being your parents, taking care of you all the time. So I guess who wants that too? But yeah, life things happen. So getting into real estate, I found out all these life things were happening. Like a guy whose father had a heart attack. He had a stroke or a heart attack. Now I don't remember. His parents were in Arizona, and his father got very sick, and he just bought a house with us 2 or 3 months earlier. And of course, we keep in touch after the sale. And he said, "Yeah, I'm going to have to sell it." And you guys were great. And we said, "Well, you know about our live it or leave it guarantee. I made it up on the spot." And he said, "I can't take your money." Actually, this is a true story. He said, "I can't take your money," and he wouldn't do it. But in his honor, we launched the Love It or Leave It program, so that should you decide for any reason you have to sell it in the first 6 months, maybe you're coming from New York. And if you're selling, especially if you're selling for sale by owner or something like that, I want you to think about this. Offer that program. Of course, I want you to come and list your house with us. And no, it isn't too late. And stop talking about the holidays. And we're going to wait for the holidays. We're going to go into that shortly. So, we want you to come and list with us. However, think about this program if you're thinking about selling for sale by owner or something, because you have a lot of buyers coming in from, where are they coming in from, Patrick? You talk to them every day. You're on the phone every day talking to buyers. New York?
I've seen a lot of Florida, and it might be because of the devastation that's gone on there. They're just fed up.
Yep. Well,
Western North Carolina happens to be their destination.
Yep. California
folks are always calling in.
Where else?
New York.
Yep.
Yeah, and then
South Carolina as well. We're seeing a lot from South Carolina now.
Virginia.
Georgia, D.C.,
Yeah.
pretty much everywhere. No, there's those key states that come in. Ohio, we're seeing a lot more from now as well.
Ohio. And I've seen a lot from the West.
Yeah. West where?
Like Ohio.
Oh, like Midwest.
Midwest.
Yeah.
Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, mainly.
Yep. I think everybody's escaping Chicago at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we go there? Yeah, let's go there. Well, there are a lot of people escaping those cities where there's a lot of violence and crime, and people are just fed up. That's not, I mean, do we have crime in Asheville? Of course we do. Like, everywhere has crime. It's just the levels of crime have gotten very different. It used to be fun to go to New York. Now it's scary to go to New York. You got to be careful all the time, every minute.
Right.
And most of us probably felt like that anyway. You always, there's the thing about the fanny pack, and don't call it a fanny pack if you're in England, by the way. It means something altogether different.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's your front bottom. Am I allowed to say that? Did you bleep?
Yeah,
did you
That's
bleep
good.
me?
We're good.
Yeah, we're good. Okay. So give us your trivia again, Patrick, because apparently that's a hard one.
Morristown is the answer.
Oh, good Lord. I didn't mean give the answer.
I gave up on it.
Now you've got to find another trivia, you know that.
I can do it.
Everybody's scared on a Saturday morning because they think I'm going to be mean. Am I mean, Patrick?
No, never.
I might just sound a bit mean sometimes.
Not at all.
I'm mean if you're a buyer and you're trying to run my seller over the coals, that's for sure. Then I get mean. Don't do that. We had 2 close yesterday, actually. That was a wonderful thing. It's 2 quite tricky ones, actually, and they closed yesterday. We do like to think about all the little I'm trying to think what words I can say now because Randy doesn't have his bleeper, and that's why I'm pausing it. Can I say that one? All the little points that are important that nobody really wants to think about, like, when is my money going to be available when I've sold my house? Am I going to pick up the check, or is it going to be wired to me? So if it's wired to you, it's normally going to be there the next business day. It drops in your bank, and you pay about $75, right, Patrick? Any more than that?
No more than that.
About $75, something like that. However, if you go and pick up your check, you don't pay anything. Now, you may be at work. You may be traveling. So you want to think about that. It sounds silly, but it gets kind of disheartening when you can't pick your check up after you just sold your house. You want your money. You want it now. Which sounds funny to any of you, hanging out eating donuts this morning who aren't selling your house, but you want your money now. The money's in there. So, has it arrived yet? We get all these calls. Has it arrived yet? Has it arrived yet? Well, we'll call the closing attorney. We're not really sure.
I heard the conversations yesterday out of Barbara.
Oh, gosh. Yesterday I was on a Zoom call with Barbara, who is our amazing transaction coordinator, and I had Heather with me in the car, and we had a Zoom call going on, and Barbara was on the phone with a seller in Missouri. We love you, Jerry, if you're listening. Jerry pulled over to the side of the road, and I said, Jerry, now I want you to be safe. Pull over to the side of the road. He pulled over to the side of the road. Barbara called the closing attorney. We have you get a separate attorney as a seller. There's another little tip. Anything goes wrong at the last minute, then you want representation. You do not have representation if you are working with the buyer's attorney. The buyer chooses the attorney, so the buyer of the house chooses the attorney. That attorney is representing them. Whereas you want your own attorney. It costs the same amount of money. I mean, it might be $10 here or there, but sometimes it's less to have your own. And they do your documents. And if at the last minute something goes awry, which guess when it goes awry if it's going to? Guess.
Close.
There's a thing called the altar, otherwise known as the disbursement sheet. That's the sheet all your monies are written on. That doesn't come out. It's supposed to come out a day or two before the closing. It doesn't. It comes out day of, right, Patrick? You've done lots of these.
Oh, yeah.
Day of or the night before, which is a scramble because, you've now gotten this sheet at 8 o'clock at night and you're the buyers and going, wait, what's that amount over there? I wasn't expecting that. Jerry didn't realize that that sheet was going to pay off I'm not giving his name or anything, so I'm not giving you away there, Jerry, but we love you. Why would he realize that the closing is going to pay off his previous mortgage? He thought he had to do that out. So he thought he was short $80,000.
No.
So how can he, and poor Jerry, he's trying to sign it on his phone because he's traveling. He's out there traveling, sitting at the side of the road. So I think that was a 40-minute Zoom call with Heather, with Barbara, on the phone, having him on the speakerphone, and the attorneys, the closing attorneys, not his attorney, on the speakerphone all at the same time, making this happen.
Amazing.
And it closed. Yeah, it's
amazing.
Those moments are really cool, actually, but you have to have a cool head and keep everybody cool, because you tend to freak out a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the buyers are in the background. We were representing the seller, not the buyers. So the buyers are out there somewhere wondering, when is this thing going to come back signed so we can actually close and buy our property, Oh my gosh, it can be, especially at the last minute, make sure you've got a team that are there for you and can whip everybody into shape, basically.
That's right. Make sure the deed gets recorded.
Oh, here's another top tip. Don't close on a Friday.
That's right.
It's a really bad idea.
Really?
Really, really bad idea. So when we write our contracts, we do our absolute best to write them for a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Why do you think that is, Patrick? Why do we do that?
Well, you have to have room for mistakes. And if you do it on a Monday, you just don't have time over the weekend to take care of anything. And if you do it on a Friday, you don't have time after the fact to get it resolved. So then your buyers or your sellers are sitting over the weekend just twiddling their thumbs, wanting to live life, and they can't.
It's just a sad state of affairs. Here's the other funny thing, and nobody's ever been able to explain this to me. 99% of closings happen on a Friday, and probably 95% of them happen in the last week of the month. I think it's because of rents or mortgages or something.
Payments.
You'll need to quit worrying about that, because it's a tiny drop in the ocean. What's more, it's costing you money on the other side, right? Because you're taking on the mortgage later, you're paying a mortgage or rent somewhere else. Maybe you're staying with your parents or something. But for most of you, you're paying some money behind you and you're paying money in front of you. So it doesn't matter. And the reason it's a problem closing in the last week and on a Thursday or a Friday is because everyone else is too. Now, you take that timeline back and you look at when the inspections are ordered. So the inspections are ordered 3 weeks before the closing, 4 weeks before the closing, maybe 4 weeks before the closing, something like that. So 4 weeks before the closing, if you're all closing at the end of the month, now we're in week 1 of the month, now all the inspectors are crazy busy because everybody's closing at the end of the month, which means that you have to fit into their schedule rather than having it to your schedule and having, let's be honest, when we're busy, we may miss more things than when we're not busy. Is that fair?
Oh, yeah.
And inspectors out there, I'm not saying you miss things. I'm just saying when you're a bit more relaxed than having to squeeze 3 into a day, I don't know if that's even possible, 2 into a day every day and you're exhausted, what do you want? An inspector that's fresh and lively and it's doing 1 that day because he's got all the rest on Friday coming up here in 3 days? Or do you want the one that's been squeezing them 3 in a day all week?
Mm-hmm.
I know which one I want.
Yep, I want fresh Patrick.
I want fresh. I definitely want fresh Patrick. Who doesn't want fresh Patrick? Everybody loves fresh Patrick. Are you going to give us another trivia, Patrick?
Okay, we're going to go for another.
He's going to get his
trivia.
feeling hurts, guy. If you don't call in, listen, you got some great prizes here. You've got a $25 gift voucher to French fries. That's amazing. Thank you, Eddie. We love us some Eddie Sasser. He's definitely fresh. Eddie Sasser. We love you, Eddie. $25 gift certificate to French fries. Also, a handmade mask over at Sunshine Trading. That's it's like an aircraft hangar full of amazing goodies that they go and handpick from Asia. Pieces of art, furniture, all kinds of stuff behind 12 Bones. And then we have a free cocktail at Jargon, one of my favorite restaurants in West Asheville.
Okay, trivia today. According to the 2020 U.S. Census, the population of Asheville is...
Is this Greater Asheville or is it little bitty Asheville? Is it
little
Asheville?
City limits.
Okay, city limits.
What is the population of Asheville? Is it A, 4,500, B, 10,000, C, 259,432, D, 94,589, 94,589.
E, 10,508,69. Did I say that right?
All on I-26 at the same time.
And 1 lane.
Oh my goodness.
All right, folks, give us a call. Let us know what the population of Asheville is.
And maybe we could even give you the phone number. 828-240-9962. We're trying to keep it secret. 828-240-9962. Or, if you're calling in from Mars, 800-570-9962. That is actually 570 WWNC. Did you know that?
I love it.
So, Patrick, let's see if I can get us both on here. Do you ever use the letter things? You know what I'm talking about on the phone. Do we even have that anymore? I'm booming my boomer, Randy. Randy, the producer's looking at me in a little horrified way. Oh, we need some shades, Randy. But our production's a little sad today on YouTube. I'm sorry, but there's Patrick.
There he is.
What was the question? I asked you a question. I don't remember what it was.
I don't know what the question was. What was the question, Randy?
So how many people are in Asheville? Go through those again.
Okay. The folks in Asheville, population of Asheville in the city, let's go over that one again, is A, 4,500, B, 10,000, C, 259, 432, D, 94,589, E, 10,586,000.
Ooh. Does it feel all dark in here?
It
Patrick,
does feel dark.
It's so dusky. Here's Patrick, look over here. And I thought I was going to be pointing out this rainbow, right? I thought it was a rainbow light, but it's not. It's actually a purple wire.
Purple wire.
Yeah. You know, there's a song about that. You ready? Purple wire, purple wire. I love making Patrick giggle. It's so much fun. I think we're having Don call in to answer the question, Patrick.
Ah, good.
I think. I'm not sure. Good morning, Don. Where are you calling in from today?
Marshall.
Marshall. What's the weather like in Marshall, Don?
Beautiful and sunny.
Isn't it gorgeous today? Is it a little bit chilly out there? What's it like right now?
It's 51.
That is Don, our weatherman from Marshall, calling in, giving us the latest on the Marshall weather. Do you have an answer for us today, Don?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Do you have an answer for us today, or did you have a question? A real estate question?
No, I think I have an answer. I haven't Googled it, but I'm gonna try.
Ooh, let's see if you get the bell.
The 90,000 one? What was it,
94,589. Winner, chicken dinner.
Don, 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 don.
$25 gift certificate.
How do you know he wants that one?
Because everybody loves French fries.
Well, what if they want a free mask or a free cocktail?
The cocktail at Gargan's is sounding good.
Gargan's? That would be jargons for everybody who would like to go to that restaurant. John, which one are you choosing?
Well, actually, we've got one to jargon we've not used yet. So I'll go with fries.
Ooh.
Tell me a little bit about fries. I'm not familiar with it.
French fries? Do you know where Wild Wing is on Long Shoals?
Yes.
You just keep going down there to the Exxon on the corner, and which is the best Exxon in the world, by the way. They will not only tow you if you get stuck, they'll put air. I mean, just an amazing garage. Eddie owns that one too, who also owns French fries, which is almost attached to it next door.
Okay.
That's where French fries is, on that corner there. And they have a great menu. People love French fries. I mean, it's burgers, it's all kinds of yummy stuff.
On Mondays, you can get a hot dog.
Hot dog for $1. So they have hot dog Mondays. So you could go in, Don. Who would you share your 25 hot dogs with?
My lovely wife, Lynn.
Oh, who would eat the hot dogs faster? Would it be Lynn or would it be Don?
That would be Don.
The hot dog
I
contest
bet I could beat
winner.
you. You know, they have gourmet hot dogs in Miami, and I think that'd be such a great business. I need to talk to Eddie about this, where you order your gourmet hot dog, and everybody goes, it's really stupid, gourmet, and then you eat one, you're like, it's killer. You can put all these toppings. It's kind of like pizza. You can put a little bacon on your hot dog, a little chili on your hot dog, a little cheese, a little anything, any kind of pizza you think of, you could do that to your hot dog, and it's quite amazing. I liked the margarita hot dog with a little bit of pineapple, a little bit of chili, a little bit of cheese, cilantro, raw onion. I'm telling you, it's just it melts in your mouth. Probably be a bit more than $1. So Don
What's it
is
called?
it's just a gourmet hot dog. I found them at a food truck in Miami, and I want that business. Hey, listen, here's an idea for you all out there. If you serve food, do the gourmet hot dogs. It's so easy. It's just hot dogs, and then it's all these toppings, and people go crazy for them.
It would work here. It's needed here. It's a big thing in other cities. It really would work.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yep. You can have fresh oysters on them. Ew, God, that sounds gross.
Anchovies.
Ooh.
So many combinations, and they're good.
Can you imagine like 4 fresh, slimy,
No, I don't think no.
sliding down your throat as you eat the hot dog? Oh, everybody's turning off now. Don, you're amazing. Thank you. What do you do for a living, darling?
I'm semi-retired.
Good for you.
What? Uber and Lyft.
Uber, yeah.
Uber and Lyft.
Wonderful.
Cool. There
Thank
you go.
you for your Uber services. Thank you.
Especially in Marshall. So, do you Uber out of Marshall or Lyft out of Marshall?
It's really rare. You'll get an occasional one, but most of it's in downtown Asheville area.
I'm sure. If you're up north and you need an Uber or Lyft, call Don. You all didn't know you could Uber or Lyft from Marshall. Now you know you can because Don lives there. Do you turn it on when you're in Marshall, Don?
Yes, I usually turn it on when I leave the house.
Good. So we like to
occasionally I'll get runs up to Mars Hill,
Yes, of course, because it's right there. So for those people who listen around the country, we like to talk about neighborhoods and small towns outside of Asheville and the Hendersonville area. What do you love about Marshall?
Just the people are so friendly. There's great restaurants on the river. It's kind of, back in the growth mode. They just opened, some new places down there. They converted the jailhouse into a hotel, so there's a lot happening.
And what's your favorite restaurant to eat at there?
We really like Mad Cove Brewing Company.
Ooh.
They have delicious pizzas.
Ooh, don't you live up there too, Randy?
Oh, I used to. I grew up there. I saw the Madco Brewing Company just the other day. I was down there, and the old jail, and there were people out eating next to the river and the railroad tracks there beside the jail. It looked cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we're talking about 30 minutes away, from Asheville. Drive out for 30 minutes, and you're there 25 minutes, really.
Gorgeous drive down the old river road, yeah.
Yep.
Don, how are the leaves in Marshall?
They are probably mid-peak. They should peak next week after this cold snap. Higher elevations are peaking this week, of course.
It's so funny. You see so many reports saying it's a week or two until peak. We're at, a peak is all subjective. I like it when there's still green leaves and there's pops of colour all over the place. I don't like to see my colour when half the leaves are off the trees. That's just me personally, because I get a little depressed. It's going towards winter, and there's going to be no leaves on the trees, and they're all going to look dead until
Gray.
April, and that makes me sad. How do you like your leaves, Don?
They're wonderful. We have a little 12-acre hobby farm. And
Oh.
It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, you have a hobby farm? What do you have on the farm?
We have vegetable gardens. We have a few chickens and a Great Pyrenees.
Oh, wow. Great
I love the way he
Pyrenees.
said hobby farm.
I know.
Like we do the fun stuff on our farm.
Yeah, yes. It's something that
What a
many of
wonderful
us
term.
want.
Yeah.
Hobby farm, yeah.
Yeah, I
Don't
love
try
it.
to make money, just have fun.
Yeah.
Just have fun.
Yeah.
I'd want some goats. I want goats hopping around.
I agree, goats,
I so want
yeah.
some goats.
Yeah, we want goats, but probably have to wait till we both are fully retired.
I gotcha. What does your wife do? You said your lovely wife. I love that.
She's a nurse practitioner.
Oh, okay. So Homes for Heroes. So
Homes for Heroes.
nurses we work with. So probably nurses we work with more than anybody else in the categories. Would you say that's about right?
And educators.
And educators. And we work with all of them: police, firefighters, veterans. A lot of veterans as well. Patrick, how many nurses do we work with that had no idea about the program? It's so common. Or nurses that you talk to say, "Oh, I just bought a house last week. I had no idea, and I could have saved myself $4,000."
Oh, I run into it all the time.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. So Don, please have your lovely wife tell everybody about the program, because it does kind of suck, when you've bought or sold and you don't realize you can save all that money.
Sure. Oh, and then one other great restaurant I usually have to have reservations for is called the Star Diner.
The Star Diner.
I've been there, done that. That's fantastic.
He was the original chef at Tupelo Honey.
Oh, that's right.
Great food in an old restored service station. It's cool.
See, and this is the mountains. This is welcome to the mountains, where we take these old buildings, we turn them into independent restaurants, and these great chefs come in. We've got some of the best restaurants in the country at this point. It's just amazing. It's so freaking cool. And if you're listening any of those restaurants and you want to join our trivia giveaway, we'll talk about you every week, and you can give something away. It doesn't cost you anything. We just like to help local businesses and restaurants, especially since COVID and all the toils and tribulations that came with that.
And it helps our listeners.
Of course, and it helps our listeners, yeah. So enjoy your $25, Don, and take a picture if you would and send it to me. I'd love to see that. You can hit us up on Facebook or just direct message me, Rowena Patton. I'd love to see a picture of you with the French fries.
Okay, and do I pick it up at the radio station?
RealEstateNewsRadio.com. RealEstateNewsRadio.com.
Okay.
There's a button there that says win a prize. Make sure your name is on there. That's how you get it. Everybody's verified off there, so don't all rush out and say, win a prize, because we won't believe you because we've got the recordings. Just saying. You can't get your hot dogs for free.
You just print the voucher out?
Nope, just go on there. They'll look you up and they'll know you've got it. RealEstateNewsRadio.com. You have a great day, my darling, and a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, Don.
Oh, Don. Don got the right number and he guessed.
Oh,
That's pretty cool. And he's married to a nurse. And
now he has a hobby farm.
Wouldn't you love one? What else would you have on your hobby farm?
I don't know if I'd have goats. I've had goats before.
You
guys.
have?
Yeah. They're not the most exciting.
What do you mean?
They leave little pebbles everywhere.
Well,
Need to go for something like a llama.
Well, you don't think llamas poop?
They
do.
They spit too.
They spit.
What's the other one like a llama?
Alpaca.
Which one's more? One of them's more friendly.
I don't
Do you
know.
know?
I would say the alpaca probably is a little bit more friendly. The llamas once you're friends with them, they're okay, but they're a little sassy.
Once you're friends with them?
Yeah, once they learn you.
Once they learn you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that alpacas or llamas could get... Well, I guess like a horse or something, you can have a relationship with them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you got to let them learn you.
Is it like Match.com for you and a llama? Or just
2 llamas.
Llama match.
Dos llamos.
Dos llamas. I kind of like that. I didn't know you spoke Spanish.
I don't.
Oh.
Un poco.
See.
Oh, Patrick's in the house. Can't you tell? MountainHomeHunt.com. If only I could get our internet to work, I could bring up our listings for you. MountainHomeHunt.com. You can find all of our listings there. Go on, search our listings. We have some great listings for you right now, which is kind of fun because, we didn't have a whole bunch of listings for you for a while because they were all selling. I mean, if they're all selling, right, what you going to do? Randy's looking at me funny because we just got a notification. What's happening to my live radio show?
Where did that come from?
You want the truth? I didn't turn my... Oh, sorry. Hi, YouTube. I'm going to have to turn my phone off. Oh, not that one. I just turned the internet off, so we've lost everything now. Oh, well. Do you think we can work this technology one day, Randy? Could it all be smooth and fully integrated? We're still live. There you go. I don't know how we managed that, but we got all the way to silencing our phone.
Technology.
Now everyone can see I'm blushing. You can't see that on the radio.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know if I like this. We've got a bunch of lots. We've got a bunch of houses that are under contract. We did have a big price drop this week, 3521 Broad. 3521 Broad. Under $250,000. Guys, I'm so excited about this house. I want you to look inside it because it's got so much character. It looks like an ordinary little house from the outside. Inside, it's fantastic. It's got so much character. 2.31 acres. 2.31 acres. It should give it away right there. Patrick, it's nearly 3 acres, and it's under $250.
It's incredible.
And you can all see Patrick playing on the internet on his phone, by the way, on YouTube. It's kind of funny. You can see him not working in the background, which is really funny. So nearly 3 acres, which is very cool, of course. And get ready for this. It's on the river.
Oh.
And it's 20 minutes to Asheville.
Clyde's
20
just
minutes.
right up the street. It's right up Highway 40.
And it's a real easy drive as well. My gosh. He's actually looking at the listings on his phone. He just can't see my screen from there, that's all. We have another great one, which is in High Vista, 10 Chestnut. So mountainhomehunt.com, 10 Chestnut. This one is $674, or it's about $675. It's $25 under or something. $675. I'm just rounding up. On almost an acre. It's in High Vista. You probably know it's a golf community. We've got a video on that one for you. It's just a wonderful house with a big stone soaring chimney all the way to the ceiling, big open plan kitchen, giant basement where you can go and do all your man cave and your girl cave and your they cave and whatever cave you want to do with it thing.
And it's in Mills River.
And it's in Mills River, which we love Mills River. I live in Mills River. There's a secret. I kind of like Mills River. All the breweries are there. What do we love about Mills River, Patrick?
The new brewery that I just went to.
Which one?
The Mills River.
Oh, the Mills River Brewery? It's been there a few years, but newish. They're all kind of newish, right?
Right.
A big outdoor space. One of our... Lydia, I'll give you a shout out. She was there last night celebrating the sale of her house, which is a very wonderful thing. For all kinds of reasons we can't go into on the radio, but really wonderful thing. We will go into them one day when time has passed a little bit. We moving on quickly, we have another listing under 300 in Arden. This is a 3-bedroom. It is on 0.47 acres. It has views. Talking about Wild Wing or talking about Eddie's French fries. This is probably 6 minutes away from French fries. So right there in Arden where everybody wants to be. $299,800. That's a good price.
That's a good price.
Now, it definitely needs some work. I mean, I don't know if you like living in a fixer-upper. It doesn't. It's perfectly livable. If you want it to be all fancy pants, it needs some work. How about that? It's probably a 4 on the fancy pants scale. Oh, we're going to do fancy pants scale. I like that.
Fancy pants.
Don't you like that? Instead of like, ooh, fully remodeled with granite and stainless steel. It's fancy pants.
It's fancy. It qualifies for our fancy pants program.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are about to launch a new website just for sellers that's quite amazing. It has absolutely blown my mind. I've been working on it for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it is going to have a fancy pants scale. You know that little slide? Mm-hmm. So it'll have a little slide on the website that allows you to check out your own value way better than what we've got right now, where you put your address in and it estimates the value, and we all know those estimated things are not very good. I mean, they're okay. They're getting better. This is going to be absolutely amazing, basically because you've got a fancy pants scale. So, if you're just looking for your value and you don't want to talk to us pesky realtors, it's got a slide and it says, so kitchen, is it fancy pants or not fancy pants? It really says remodeled and the year it was remodeled. You know, if you had to look at other homes that are similar price to yours, where does it fit on that scale, 0 to 100 or whatever, and you slide it up and down, it should be the fancy pants scale. And it does that for your master bedroom. It does that for your master bath. It does it for the bathroom. It does it for all these things. And it changes the price as you slide up and down the fancy pants scale.
Oh,
I love
amazing.
It's really, really, really cool. I'm so excited by it. You can still contact us at mountainhomehunt.com, mountainhomehunt.com. Just click on contact. You want me to come out, take a look at your house. You're not ready yet, but you want to be ready in the spring. Just go to mountainhomehunt.com, click on contact us, throw it in there. And yes, it really is me. I go out and people go, well, we didn't think you were coming. I'm like, well, you called and asked for me. Who did you think was coming?
Just you?
Just me. Yeah.
Just you?
Just me. Yeah, just me. Well, actually, they always get Heather as well. And anybody else on the team that is working with sellers, of course. It's not just us who work with sellers. Catch me out. Go on, catch me out. It's fun. I don't think we have anything else that isn't sold right now. We do have our Fletcher home, One Meadowwood Trail. That's One Meadowwood. Again, Mountain Home Hunt. All you got to do is go to One Meadow. This will pop right up for you. This is a great house. It's in a very natural setting. This is in Fletcher. It's the Buncombe side of Fletcher. I love this house, actually. She's done lots of great remodeling. Wonderful, just great colours, fireplace, big open kitchen. One Meadow. This one is $550. It's a 3-2. It's on nearly 3/4 of an acre. It's very, very private, surrounded by lots of nature. She sees, I was going to say lambs. She sees little lammies running by every morning, little deer walking by every morning. Definitely not lambs.
Sounds like a high fancy pants rating.
You know, it's not a fancy pants actually, but it's not down at heel either. It's probably a 7, so it's not fully fancy pants. A lot of people don't want fully fancy pants because you want to turn up the fancy pants yourself.
Right.
In other words, if you want to remodel the bathroom, don't you want to remodel it how you want to remodel it?
That's right.
Or if you want to do touches in the kitchen, don't you want to do your touches?
You do.
To make it your fancy pants?
That's right.
Yeah, it's your fancy pants scale, which means that you don't want all that money having been put into it. Because fancy pants demands fancy pants money, right? So if your home is already fancy pants, you want fancy pants money. So as the buyer, do you want to be paying fancy pants or do you want to buy it at a 7? You know, we need to use this when we're talking to buyers. What is your absolute need? Is in terms of fancy pants in a house? Is it on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 is fancy pants. 1 is a real fixer-upper, and everything in between. Wranglers, yeah. Where would you put yourself on the scale? Snakes living in the house, you know. But no, it's a good way to look at it because that allows us to understand where your requirements are. Because here's the thing: if you're on the 5 scale, you want to be looking at houses that are on the 5 scale for the price, right? But remember, in a neighborhood, you're looking for homes that have lots of homes at the 10 scale, and you want to buy at the 5 scale. What do I mean by that? Look in a neighborhood that has lots of fancy pants homes where you can buy a home $100,000 less and turn up your own fancy pants scale. Why? Because you've got some equity built into the house. You can do it over time. However, should the market shift... Hello, guys. The market's shifting. Get over it already. It's shifting. It's normal. It's okay. It's a 7 to 11 year cycle. It's perfectly normal. In other words, it's going to be 7 to 11 years before you see your peak price that you saw a few months ago. However, it's not in the toilet yet. There's a whole, we still have a lack of inventory. There isn't as much inventory. There aren't as many houses for sale. I'm not talking in that silly realtor mumbo jumbo. Inventory, rooftops. Well, they're just rooftops flying around in the air. Like I always think that when I hear that one. There aren't that many homes out there for sale. So we still have this window, but it's closing.
It is.
The window's halfway down now. Mm-hmm. You've pulled it halfway down. In fact, you've got one of those older white vinyl windows that won't stay up on its own anymore. You all know what I'm talking about out there. It slides down little bit by little bit. That's the economy. That's what's happening. Yep. I don't know how. In 7 to 11 years, you'll have so much equity in your house. You'll put new windows in, and now they'll stay up. Yeah. Or you can afford to put there's all kinds of things you can do, actually, to repair that and make them stay up, especially now because we all want our windows open.
We do.
Because the air's so nice.
Oh, it's so nice. It's in the season is in the shift as well.
It is in the shift, yes. Now, seasons, you are correct, shift every year. Right, so we're in the fall now. A lot of people going, oh, it's fall. I'm going, yeah, winter's coming. A lot of people going, oh, it's fall. And I'm ready for April, actually. I don't want to wish my life away or anything, but I'm ready for April.
Spring chicken.
Do seasons ever stop, or do they just keep going?
Oh, seasons are experiences.
Of our weather, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Just keeps rolling, right? Keeps rolling. However, the economy can shift. That's why it's 7 to 11 years. It might be 7, it might be 11. This last one's been 14. It's been crazy long cycle. The cycle is, in 2006, houses were really high. And then we bumped along, we went down, and then we bumped along the bottom, and then we went back up again to the end of 2021, really. And then we moved into 2022, and here we are. and it's slowly but surely bumping along the top or starting to decline, and it will continue to do so for another 7 to 11 years.
Yep.
It just is. It's not going to get better next year because you vote somebody else in. It's not. Well, it might get a little better, let's be honest. Yeah, actually, probably will get a whole lot better. However, we still will see a decline. It's normal. Anybody's going to have to deal with that economic decline.
Yep.
You know, I spoke to a lady that I'm doing a deal with, actually, last week, and she said, will you slow down when you talk on the radio? You talk too fast. So every time I hear that in my ears. She told it me 2 or 3 weeks ago, actually. Every time I'm speaking, I hear that in my ears. So if you feel like I didn't have a lot of sleep last night and my speech has slowed down, that's why, because I'm hearing you, Carol.
Hearing you, Carol.
Yeah, hearing you,
Slow it
Carol.
down.
Slow it down. Patrick's used to me, so he just rolls his eyes, basically. Who can blame him? What else do we have to tell you about? Oh, we've got a great one. This is, on the fancy pants scale, this is probably a 3 or a 4. However, fancy pants scale for the land, freaking fantastic. It's almost an acre. Also, fancy pants scale on, I should have this pointed at the screen now so you can see it on YouTube. I want you to search 23 Averys on this one. A-V-E-R, that will do it, actually. 23 Averys, A-V-E-R-Y-S. This is under 300,000, 299,775, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's almost 1,900 square feet. It's got lots of office space that is not counted. In here, it does have a fireplace. Here's what is fancy pants about it. It's got 2 massive garages. One of them is much newer. You can keep your RV there. You can keep your cars there. You can keep your workshop there. What else do you boys do in these things?
Refrigerator for the beer.
Refrigerator for the beer. This place is massive. It's probably, 3,000 square feet or something. I'm making that up, but it's huge.
It's a hobby barn.
Definitely a hobby barn. And then there's another barn that's basically a 2-car garage that's used as a workshop. It's actually where he mends shoes, makes purses, belts, all that good stuff. And in a hangar, it's all tucked away in the corner. You can't see it from the house. It's a really cool property for under 300. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
So if you want a workshop, where do you get a workshop like that for under 300 with a house on it and everything else? Nowhere, right?
Nowhere.
Patrick, how did the time... Did the time go ridiculously quickly today?
It went really fast today.
It really did,
I didn't
didn't it?
even get to talk about Bruce at the Pisgah Inn.
Quick, talk about
Bruce
them.
called in and said hello, everybody.
Oh, Bruce, we love you.
We love Bruce.
Yes.
Okay, go to Real Estate News Radio, wrong one. I do this every week. All-Star Powerhouse Real Estate. All-Star Powerhouse Real Estate on Facebook. You can see the pictures from the Pisgah View Inn.
Pisgah Inn.
Pisgah Inn. It's amazing. We went to meet Bruce last week. Bruce called in last week, and he listens on his way. It was amazing.
The restaurant's incredible, you guys.
Oh, my gosh. We had such a
trout.
good time.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you have to call.
Fritter cakes.
I had the trout. It was amazing.
Yep.
You have to call. I had fish and chips, and it was trout. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to call to make a reservation. Don't make that mistake. And they're wrapping up here in the next couple of weeks. They will not be open. So get your butts up there. Can I say that, Randy?
You got it.
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Bruce. Very fun show today.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. See you on the radio next week. Bye.
This has been the Plain English Real Estate Show with Rowena Patton. Visit Rowena and post your questions at radioasheville.com or call her at 828-210-1648.